next concept is how can we combine our pointers concept to our structures. Do you remember we already learned how to read the variables of a structure? The variables of a structure can be accessed using a dot operator and by using a arrow operator, which we already I have listed that one. But as of now, we have used only the dot operator to read the values. Now in this lecture, we will be learning how to use that pointer concept which is combined to our structure, and how can we access that one, we'll see. Okay, so to understand that one, I'll be explaining you here. So what is the concept we are going to use is pointers and structures. Okay, follow this concept clearly, all of you. This is very interesting concept also. Now what we want to do is, whenever you want to connect any pointer to the structure, we can connect a pointer to the structure in three ways. First way is we can connect a pointer to the structure only to the variables. Second way is we can connect this pointer to the structure only to the members, or both. Let me list down that one. Three ways we can connect pointer to the structure. Note down all of you. First way is pointer to structure variables. Second one is pointer to structure. All these things we'll be learning with example. Okay, pointer to structure members. And the third one is pointer to both structure variables and members. Okay. So any one of these three ways can be used to have a structure with a pointer concept. So let us learn one by one. What is the first one? Pointers to structure variables. Follow carefully, all of you, what we are going to do here. So in this pointer to structure concept, what we are doing, the first case is we want to give a pointer to a variable. I think you all know what is a variable. Let me create one structure, struct. Let us use the same thing, student. Okay, and in that I am creating char name. Same old example I am taking, and then int id, and I am using one more. What is that? Float. Let us consider marks. Don't go with the capitals and small letters. Just this is for example. While typing on the editor, I'll modify all these things. Okay. So we have created one structure. Now for this structure, you all know we can create the members. So struct. What is the structure name? Student. And we can create a member like S1, S2, S3, or else we can go with the array of concepts S of 10. Now here we can create a member also, which can be a pointer. Let us consider the pointer variable is P. Then we can create a pointer variable also for a particular structure. This is also possible. Now what is the meaning of this one is, now P is capable of storing an address because it is a pointer. And whose address it will be storing? It will be storing the address of a variable, and that variable should be of struct student only. That means let us consider you have created struct student one variable S1. Now in P we can store the address of S1, but suppose if you have int A, let us consider, then in P we can't store the address of A. Why? Because we are telling here P is capable of storing the address of a variable, and that variable should be of struct student only. That is what we learned. Isn't it or not? So now we can write P equal to ampersand of S1. We can write like this. This is a valid statement. Okay, but we can't write P equal to ampersand of A. Why it is not? It is invalid. Why? Because here we have defined P can store the address of a variable. That variable should be of struct student only. So this is invalid. We should not write like this. Got it, all of you? Understood? Now this is the way how pointers can be connected to the structure. This is the first way. Now whenever you are writing a program like this, let us see how the values can be accessed. Suppose if you are using s1 only, then how you will be accessing? You will be accessing like s1 dot name, and you will be accessing s1 dot id, and you will be accessing s1 dot marks, isn't it or not? But suppose if you want to access, this is through like using your what is called as this variable. But if you want to use your pointer variable, how you can access? Whenever you are declaring like this and whenever you have stored the address like this, then the only way you can access the variables, like access the members of your structure, by using your indirection operator. What is that operator? Indirection operator. What is the meaning of that one? It will look like this. You need to use this minus symbol and you need to use a greater than symbol. It is arrow operator. Okay, you need to use this indirection operator. How can you get this operator? Use the minus symbol and then use the greater than symbol. That means if you want to access the name, id and marks using this pointer, then you need to access by using p arrow mark of name, p arrow mark of id, p arrow mark of what is that one? Marks. Observe the difference between these three and observe the difference between these three. Here we are using the dot operator because it is a normal variable, but here we are using the indirection operator, which is because we are using a pointer variable. That is the difference you all need to understand. Okay, you need to understand this one. This is one way. Okay. And this is the other way. What is the difference between these two? Here we are using the dot operator. Here we are using the indirection operator. Why? Because P is a pointer. Here S is normal. This is a normal structure. So this is the way how a pointer can be given to a structure variable. This is our structure variable only. P is our structure variable only. Then let us see the example for this one. Let us use the same code. Okay. Now what we are doing is, let me erase all these things. Okay. So what we are trying to do is we want to use our pointer concept here. Now to define the pointer, what we need to do, let us write. First, this is the structure. As of now, this code is clear to you all. Now here what we need to do, let us create struct student. Yes. Okay. And then we want to create struct student pointer variable. Now in P, we can store the address of S. All of you clear with this? Now you want to read the values for P. What can we write? Printf /n enter name for student. Okay. I will be reading the values. Percentage yes. See, if you don't want to use this pointer directly, how you will be reading? Yes dot name, isn't it or not? But here we want to use this pointer. To do that, what you need to do? You need to write like this. P indirector operator, then you need to write name. Are you understanding the difference? That is the only difference you need to understand. Next one is enter ID. Scanf. Okay. Percentage D ampersand. How you can do this one? P indirection operator of ID. Why we are using, instead of dot operator, we are using this operator. Make a note, all of you. If you are using dot operator, it should be a normal variable, structure variable. If you are using this one, it should be a pointer variable. Okay. And then what is the last one? Printf enter marks. and scanf inverted commas percentage d, because again it is integer only, ampersand p indirection operator of what is that, marks. Now we are successful in getting the values. Let us print the details. Printf student details. Okay, let me put slash in here. Okay, and then I'm trying to print all the values. How can we print the values? You all know percentage yes. Using the print pointer variable only, I am trying to print p indirection operator of name. Okay, and printf inverted commas. Let me put slash in here also, so that all the values will be displayed in new line. Percentage d p indirection operator of what is that, id, and then last one is printf. If any mistake is there, please let me know. Percentage d p indirection operator of what is that last one, marks. Okay, so with this we have come to an end of our program, where here it is closing the main, and one more is there extra, we need to remove that. Okay, so let us compile this. No errors are there. Let us check whether we are getting the, so it is asking enter the name of the student. You can see the bottom, this is the old output which is already combined there. Okay, what is the name? Let us consider the name is Ravi. ID let us consider 123. Marks let us consider 78. Okay, it is displaying the details Ravi 123 and 78. Okay, for your understanding, let me put okay, now it is asking to enter the name. First is name, and then ID, and then marks. If you check the output, you will be getting the name, ID, and marks. Okay, so this is how a pointer can be given to a structure variable. Got it, all of you? So whenever you are putting a pointer to a structure variable, and if you want to access through this, you need to use a indirection operator called minus symbol and greater than symbol. This program is clear to you all? Someone is asking like there was number and before, where is that? So let me finish this concept first, then we can go with the doubts. Okay, in scanf statement, let me check that once again. In scanf statement, what happened here? Here no need of ampersand. Why? Because we are reading the string. For reading the string, no need to put an ampersand symbol, right? Whenever you are reading a string, if you are using a format specifier of percentage s, no need to use a string. Okay, so let us move to the second type.